Welcome to the Talk Shop.
All right, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Talk Shop with Bernie and Chimdi. Chimdi, what up, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I hope you guys enjoyed episode 41, our first YouTube trial. It'll get better and better, we promise. But yeah, this week we have a good one for you again. We're joined by a special guest, Lord Vino,
Yes.
What up?
superstar. only
I beg.
MC with what, two MSCs?
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
'Cause you have
Yeah.
two. Yeah, so yeah, man. Vino, how far?
I did, man. How you guys doing?
We're good. So we essentially wanted to have him on, or Vino on, because a great body of work just came out. We're not just saying that, really. Actually, it's actually pretty good. If you like lyrical music, not just rubbish. If you like,
Which is hard to find these days.
exactly. If you like to understand what you're listening to, this guy always provides that. So yeah, Vino,
Thank
first of
you,
all,
thank you.
congratulations, first of all.
Thank you
For
guys,
coming out.
man.
Streets have been waiting for a while. I mean, you know how some of us feel about that, but we don't
Yeah.
have to press that too much. But yeah, you came out finally. But how's it been? Give us some gist about it.
Nah, I mean, it's been. I literally haven't seen one negative comment like since it dropped. So it's been great. And I mean, to be honest, like I'm not surprised. I know I'm dope, so like it is what it is. But
We like
But
that.
yeah,
we like
like
that.
yeah, I've just not put out like a project in a while because I mean, real life, man. I've just been trying to get myself together and all of that. But yeah, it just felt like the right time to drop something, and I just
Nice.
did. Yeah,
Nice. I think it's very interesting. For me, it's the balance between doing it for the love of it, which is what you do, and having normal life and figuring out, to me, that's my main thought about this. Like, so clearly this is not it's not like you're trying to enter industry and just be, full on rap, which I think
Yeah.
is pretty cool. I mean, if you wanted to, you could do it, but it's like, this is first of all, I mean, it's like it's nothing to you, but you still produce something so great. Like, how do you decide, okay, I'm actually not gonna even try to pursue it to that extent, but I still want to put out music? Like, why did you decide to do that, unless it has changed?
Well, like I've always loved like the process of making music. I just love hip hop, like growing up. And let me fast forward to like let's say like 10 years ago. It's been a long time. I had a conversation with Nato C. There's actually a track on the album called Nato C, by the way.
Mhm.
But a lot of people don't know like we have any kind of connection or whatever. But Nato is my OG. And early 20s, I was considering like rapping like for real, do the whole go to Lagos, take it seriously.
Mhm.
And we had a conversation on the phone, very long conversation. And he basically just talked me through how the industry works and what I need to be ready for if I'm actually going deep into it. And at the end of the conversation, he's like, you're just gonna have to choose between, okay, are you going to face your life, get yourself together first, or do you want to take this risk? And this risk might not pay, but if you love it that much and you have the time, just do it. And after that conversation, I decided, man, bro, let me just face my life, get myself sorted first. I mean, I could always do this. Like, it's not hard work to me. Like, I could always do this. So I just decided, you know what? Like, let me go and look for money. Music is something I don't feel like there's an age limit. Like, I mean, I know when you're young, you have lots of energy and stuff, but if you're making good music, like you can. I mean, look at Femi Kuti. It's like it's like our popsy, and he's still popping. So it could be the same thing for hip hop too. So I was like, you know what? Let me just sort myself out, and maybe I could rap more in my 30s. which was the plan after that conversation with NATO, and which is what I'm about to do. So yeah, I mean, I'm in a more comfortable place. Not rich, but I'm not as broke as I was that year.
Yeah.
But
So
the album itself. So let's backtrack a little bit. Well, album or EP or let's call it a project. It's called Soft Boy.
Mhm.
First
yeah,
off, I haven't even said the name of it, so that's my bad. Soft Boy.
Yep.
And I was reading a comment because I had started listening to it the day it dropped, and I didn't finish it. Babies and stuff happens. But then I was on Twitter, and then someone said that this sounds like I think the words they said was this sounds like a rich nigga, like something about like like
yeah,
this
I
feels
saw that.
rich, like luxury rap. So I was like, I love luxury rap. Let me not lie. Like I like all facets of rap, but like I
Mhm.
love that rich luxury rap, and not that like from the South where I don't believe you. You know what I mean? I don't.
Yeah,
I was like, I know this dude. So let me listen to this, and I've seen your pictures on the golf course. I've seen your watches, so I knew this was gonna be real. I listened to it, and like I really really liked it because it didn't feel like you were trying to fake anything. You know what I mean? Like it just
yeah.
felt like this is a dude probably just chilling, living his life, telling you what's going on, and like I just like that. So congrats on that.
That's basically what it is.
Exactly.
Shout out to you.
Exactly. I mean, I think that's again. I feel like if you can connect and you just really want to listen to what someone's saying and connect to it, I don't think there's many people that can do that. And Vino definitely does that. Everything he does. So, it was very good to see when it came out. I remember. I think my first ever studio experience you took me to. Remember that place in
Yeah.
Asokoro? You don't remember? Like
I
close
think
to
I
ECOWAS.
think yeah, that was like the first time I went to studio.
First, it was I don't know if it was your first
Yeah,
time, but it was my first time.
yeah, I think it was my first time too.
I can't remember who we were
Yeah,
with. I mean,
it was
the
my
usual
first
Abuja
time,
people. It was exactly, exactly.
and the producer there didn't believe it was my first time. That's
Yeah,
the funny thing. Yeah, because
yeah,
like I just went and I just rapped, and like it was like, nah, this guy's lying. Like you've been doing this shit. Like nah.
yeah, yeah.
But
It was
yeah, I
good.
mean,
My
it
first
is. I used
introduction
to
to the
rap to
studio.
myself in my room before that, so
But wait,
yeah,
let me ask you this. I'm always confused about the time because that was that even before college for me? I can't remember. It must
definitely
have been.
it was
For,
before that.
for me, anyways. I don't know. You were
Yeah,
probably already in school, but for me, it was definitely my first time, or before I went to college. So I was trying to figure out what the timeline was. But yeah, man, it was very interesting situation. And then after that, several studio sessions when Dio was doing his thing in New York. You know,
yeah,
so yeah, it's been a long time. But yeah, we've been waiting for an album, and so now you said you're in a more comfortable place. Does that mean you bring up more projects more frequently, or you
yeah.
just feel like
Definitely, definitely.
so you're
Um,
so that's my question. Are you trying to balance, or are you you're actually just living your life, but you can do this,
yeah.
so you
So,
do it once in a while.
first of all, like this might sound annoying to like people who do like music full time, but like this is not hard to me. Like, it's um, this album's 7 tracks.
Mhm.
Um, 5 of those 7 tracks I recorded on my week off. Like I had a week off sometime, was it like July or something? And yeah, that was just it. I just sat down. The guy came over. I was in my cousin's place. I was actually in the middle of moving apartments. And this guy just came, we knocked out beats and I just laid out everything in like a week. The other 2 tracks I can't remember. I think DHL Flow. I recorded DHL Flow um in the studio in London, and then we switched it up, and this same guy I worked with in Abuja changed the beat. It's minor. So basically it didn't take time. That's the point I'm
Mhm.
trying to make. So it's something, I mean, it's not that hard. The hard part to me is the business of music, like pushing it and promotions and stuff, which has never really been my thing, to be honest. But I mean, the content is going to be there. Like I'm gonna try and make out time to just put out more stuff. And
So
if I find people to work with to push my stuff, then why not?
Right, right. I wanted to ask you about that because, like, so I appreciate what you do from a very technical level because I like to listen on a very, very deep technical level. As someone that, like, I used to write and do a little bit when I was messing around as a kid and stuff. Like, you know, we used to have something on iTunes before, but I'll leave that alone because we took it down. But like, that's the ear I listen with, even though we haven't done that in 10 years. And
Yeah,
when you say it's easy, it's I feel like someone has done this when you're in your pocket and in your bag, it's easy. But if you step out for a while, do you think that like you could step off from it? Because I'll tell you the truth, I was inspired, man. Today I was like, yo, picked up a pen, turned on Manhattan Music, check out last episode. That's my brother-in-law who makes beats, and I was like, can I do this shit? And at first I was like, yo, this is going pretty well. Then I played it onto the beat, and I was like, nah, tear the paper. Let's it's okay. it's not that easy for me anymore. So it's interesting for me to hear you say that like it's easy for you because I think you're talented, but how often do you write? Let me say, because some people need to, it's a bit like, you know, like any sport where you need to
yeah.
keep your skills sharp. Do you do that regularly or are you just good anytime?
Nah. So the thing is, for me, I feel like my content just comes from like waking up and living my life and observing stuff. I like to, apart from liking to travel, I have to travel for work a lot, and I just meet different kinds of people. I see different stuff. And then, I mean, those things just stick in my head. So when it's time to make music, I just listen to beats and just scribble stuff. I don't have a rhyme book. Like I don't have a lyric book that is organized with like written songs. Nah, it's just when it's time, I just know it's time and I just go in and quickly put stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like my inspiration is just life. So as long as I'm alive, this is gonna be content.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So you've got a track. I'm trying to find the track list on here. You have a track called Suya and Wine, don't you?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
actually just finished eating suya now. Just the last glass of
They,
wine I
they
had.
want to accompany it.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking about when I was like, this guy must have had Suya and Wine right now because this is what I mean by this guy lives that luxury rap lifestyle. Because Suya and Wine doesn't stand out to me as the combination. You know what I mean? Like,
It's not common. Like it's not like it's expensive. I mean, depending on the wine you're drinking, but it's just different.
Yeah. So actually, I had a question. Did you just shoot that You Understand video like this weekend or something, or has it been
Yeah,
there for a while?
it was on Sunday some well I got robbed, some bullshit happened. I got
Yeah.
robbed,
Yeah.
but I wasn't at home. So the day before I traveled, I just called some guy. I haven't worked with him before, so this was just supposed to be like a test thing just to see his video quality and stuff. And he came to meet me at the golf course, took some shots while I was still playing, and then we just went to my apartment. And I was even tired. Like I don't know if you could see it in my eyes, but I was tired and it was like, nah, it's cool, let's just do it. So we just did one verse. We didn't do the whole song. And yeah, he sent it to me and it looked clean. I mean, it was very basic, but it looked clean. So I was like, you know what, let me just tweet this, put it on Instagram, whatever. And we're probably gonna do proper videos now because like I've seen his work and it's cool. So yeah, that was just a 30-minute thing in my apartment the night before I traveled.
Mhm. It's very
Yeah.
simple. It looks very, very simple, but clean and well done. So at least I'm sure whatever the full. I mean, and is there a reason why you picked that one particular, or is it that song in particular, or just you just whatever you felt like at that point?
Well, that song in particular has a very catchy, feel good vibe to it.
Hmm.
And I mean, that verse it's just like I just felt like people would easily feel that even if the video wasn't nice, like you hear what I'm saying, and be like, oh
Yeah.
shit, oh yes, I did that. The other songs I want to do videos for, I feel like they need like proper storyline, proper scripting and stuff like DHL, David Beckham, like calm hip hop records. Yeah. And then I mean, if I haven't heard from Nato yet, but I know he's gonna listen to that song. I'm not even gonna send it to him. I could just text it to him now, but I want him to just find it.
This is it.
Yeah.
Fine, no did you like say you know understand. See me getting money now you want miss yeah. When you deal let me still plant seeds for farm. Yeah. Check, I go hard. Your girl see the bag. Now she won't follow me go yard. Go yards and golf courses. My whip Leonidas, 300 horses.
Oh, wait, hold on.
That's a nice one.
Hold on. I was like, I didn't catch that before. Like
The entendres are crazy. The entendres are crazy.
Horses? All right.
Because like there's several ones, little sneak ones in there. Like the one that sticks out to me, and I posted it. That was the first one I posted. I think it was David Beckham, where he said the person says, "I killed the kid." He said, "Shut up."
Now it's true. Like, there's this thing about, I mean, like the average rapper talking about, yeah, I'm killing all these rappers. Like nobody died, fam. Like we're all good. Like, shut up. So,
yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about. Like every song you can listen to and understand it properly and get the punchlines for the most part, unless you have to listen to it many times to see all the punchlines.
Yeah, you probably have to listen many times, because most times when you hear one, there's probably two.
Yep.
So
that's what I was talking about. Like, do you actually? How long it take you to write these kind of things and put it together? That's what I'm saying. Or do you just have lines you have in your head, things you know,
sometimes
you work?
Sometimes it just pops up, like the first line of this video thing. I don't know what it was. I think I was trying to get a wallet, and I was on Goyard website, and I just was also listening to that beat at the time, and I didn't know what to rap about. So I just started freestyling. I was on my laptop. I just started freestyling. I go hard. Your girl see the bag. Now she won't follow me go yard. So I mean, like pigeon, like follow me go yard is like follow me go to my house.
Yeah.
And she sees the bag, she sees the money, and she wants to rock go yard with me too. So like those little double things like that, they just come up from random situations.
That's the thing that when I talk about, like, on a technical level that I like, because whenever a new project from guys I like comes out, you know, I'll literally close my eyes, I listen to it, and then I'm like there's a buddy of mine, like Chimby knows him, Mo, especially with like a Royce JM joint comes out, I'm like, hey, hold on, this is what he just said. Did you hear what he just said? And then we'll start literally like breaking it down. So like now, like, you know, it will take too long for us to do this. Like, we'll probably have to do another episode where we get you and do this. Because when I was like, United, hold on. Because also, I think, and this is why I talk about luxury rap, a lot of people say, that nigga from 300, you know, but you literally spelt it out. So people know this guy knows shit too. So, like, you know, I don't know. Props, because, again, you're a different type of nigga, and I'll tell you why. This guy is golfing, firstly. I don't know anybody that enjoys golf to the level that you enjoy. I don't know. And I'm like, where does this luxury lifestyle come from for this man? Like, he's architect. He's showing us like all these nice buildings on like Instagram and Twitter and shit. He's freaking 2 MSCs, golfing. This guy has a PhD, right?
Nah, no PhD.
You got a PhD watch.
Oh! I thought you said PhD.
No. I'm pretty sure you got a PhD watch.
Yeah. By the way, I don't have any watches anymore.
Oh shit!
Oh, they took all that?
Yeah, they took my whole watch box. I had 9 watches in that. They cleared that. Wow. I traveled with 2. Wow. So yeah, that's all I had. And one of the ones I traveled with was my Apple Watch. I mean, it's still nice. It's the Hermes one, but it's
the Hermes one, right?
Apple Watch. Yeah, so that's what I have left.
Wait, you traveled with the Apple Watch, so you still have that?
Yeah, so I still have that one, but like they cleared my main stash.
Damn.
But I mean, it hit me like first day, but I was just like, you know what, fuck it, like it's motivation to gonna make more money.
But
Yeah,
just generally though, you're safe now. There's no issue. That's security guard has been fired. Whatever you need to do.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like I mean, everything is under control now. Everything
Okay.
is cool.
Okay. I don't want to be too suspicious, but check that guy. We come do video because after that day. No, I'm not even joking. He's
No,
the only guy that does.
I'm not. I'm laughing because it actually makes sense.
I'm not even maybe just just think but maybe I don't want to spoil that guy's business. But
Nah, 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 nah,
The guy will
nah,
listen
nah,
back to
nah.
this and be like, "What the fuck?" Like,
I know, but man, I mean,
Let's just leave that.
it's just I mean, anyways, whatever. Let me not get too much into
I hear
into
you, but I mean, it does happen. It does happen. Yeah, I just want to move forward, man.
all right, no doubt, no doubt. But yeah, I mean, honestly, my first thoughts on a whole album was, first of all, short and sweet. I mean, I don't know if you decided to just do that or you thought about how people are. I don't know if which level you are following, but everybody seems to be putting 14, 15 song albums, and it's like, come on, you're taking up my whole day. We like you, but
Exactly.
that's ridiculous, you know. And even if you have 14, 15 songs, to me, I think it's cool to curate a shorter album so everyone can digest it easily. I mean, for me personally, I like the 9, 10 song albums. I've always liked those. Anything more than that is killing it. It's like it's
but
too much.
is that like our times now? Because like I feel like
Yeah,
people always did 14, 15 track
Yeah,
albums, and then
but now
recently they've been
people
shorter.
now there's too much content out now, and people's attention spans are dropping. So it's like
exactly, exactly. Like,
I feel like it's better to just. I mean, for me, 7 for 7 is better than out of 14. You get like
yeah.
I'll just
Mm,
give you 7 dope tracks, and I know like all of them are good. And to be
mm.
honest, I was gonna do 10, but the producer guy who I was working with, I don't know if he's ever going to watch this, but the guy's a weirdo, man. He just disappears. Just disappears. I mean, I was gonna say junkie, but whatever. Yeah, the
So
guy's he's weird.
okay.
So there's some of my tracks that I don't have,
Mm.
so I couldn't put out,
Mm.
or I didn't have like the original files, so I couldn't get them mixed and stuff. But like, I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah, you can always put it out. Another thing, and that's the thing I'm saying. That there's no way you don't have several things, stashed up. I know you even if you say you've not been doing it for a while, we've been waiting for you for a while. There's every few months. I know you enter studio and put something down and just have it there. So I'm sure if
Yeah,
you wanted to put out another album of 7 again today or something, you could
yeah,
theoretically
but
do it, but you may not
the
like what
thing
it is.
is,
But
the thing is like when time passes, I just feel like I'm not in that space anymore,
mm,
and I would just want to just trash it.
mm,
But
Mhm.
like, I mean, there's people that have stopped me from like even this project. Like, there's some tracks that I wasn't 100% satisfied with the mix or whatever. But like, they're like, dude, like, we don't know what you're talking about. This shit slaps. Just put it out.
How
And
involved
yeah,
are you in the mixing? Like some people, right? They sit there with the guy and they're literally listening for every part of it while they're
yeah,
mixing.
that's
How
I,
involved
I
are you?
like to do that, but like because the guy mixing my stuff is in Lagos. I'm a Abuja guy, so like we just go back and forth, and then I send a very detailed email, and sometimes he's not hearing what I'm saying, but like it just goes back and forth till it's good enough. And
Mhm.
on this project, for example, I felt like the Nato C mix wasn't exactly what I wanted, but everybody seems to like the song, and they can't hear what I like
what you
the
hear?
errors I hear. Yeah, so I mean, as long as streets are feeling it, I'm good.
Yes, I mean, and you can always there's an ability to replace songs, right? If you do it, if you get the person to fix it, you can always replace it in
Yeah,
your whatever.
yeah,
So
yeah. But I mean, I'm learning from it too, like, cause I low key have this perfectionist thing going on, and you really can't achieve stuff in life if you're like that. Like you just have to move, man.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
I feel you.
Yeah. I was curious because you've got the song that's named after Native C. You've talked
mhm.
about him being your OG, but MI is also, I would say an affiliate of yours, but at the same time,
Yeah.
someone that you look up to in the industry for most likely.
Mhm.
When I remember like being a kid and trying to get into like Nigerian rap, and it was MI and Native C. Those were the two
Mhm.
that even from like 10, 15 years ago, they've been in this game, right? Like
Mhm.
those are the guys I used to hear about. How do you get affiliated with who I would consider two of the greatest to do it in our context?
So fun story. Like when I started rapping, my I feel like my goal was to impress those guys.
Mm.
And they got to listen to my stuff, like they were impressed. And then I just felt like, okay, I've done it, like that's it. And then people kept asking for more stuff, and I'm like, what am I rapping for? Like these guys know I'm dope, so it's all good.
But how
But
do you even get the tracks in front of them? Like how do you get it in for them to even listen to in the first place?
know somebody that knows somebody. Nigeria's not that big now.
Mm.
But yeah, the thing is, those guys hear like hundreds of tracks every day. There's people trying to get their attention. So like when you get their attention and they think it's dope, like I feel like it's as at least as of that time, I felt like it was a big deal. Yeah. And then I mean M is consistent. Like he's done like 11 projects and back to back, like quality is there. It's not a fluke. So I respect those guys like highly. I'm not a full-time rapper, but like I mean if I was like I would, no disrespect. He knows. Yeah, I'll take him. Like, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Oh, strong words. Strong words.
Nah, but
Well,
we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
we feel that. But I honestly I don't know why I thought you knew longer because of
Yeah,
the
no,
your
yeah, because
background.
of like the J Town
Just
thing.
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
So kind of knew like Jesse was my brother's guy. There's sharp connections from different angles.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah.
my uncle, my one of my dad's younger brothers, is like an industry affiliate somehow. He's a business guy, but then he like does like helps artists with endorsements and stuff like that. So there's just different angles.
That's good.
And with NATO, Kendo now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
NATO's wife, that connection. So it's
Oh yeah, that's true. Actually,
yeah,
they're related in some way, right? I think.
yeah.
Nice, nice.
There was one time I went for Kendo's wedding in the east in Ori,
Hmm.
and I felt sick. Like I literally missed the wedding. I was in Ori, but like I missed the wedding because I was sick, and it was Nito's mother-in-law taking care of me. Like God bless that woman, man. Like I felt like I was going to die.
Wow,
And basically, her daughter was getting married, and she was dead in the house taking care of me. And I feel like that was really deep.
wow.
So I don't play with those guys.
Mhm.
That's very nice. It's nice.
Yeah.
Nice to see when it's not just surface rubbish.
Mhm.
That links you guys, but it's good. But yeah, I really love the album personally. I was just listening to it again this evening. So congratulations again. It's not easy, but for you, I guess it's easy. but, but I always wanted to ask this though. So like I don't know how to put it. Are you one of those solo people like you go to the studio and it's just you and the engineer and you just want to be like, or are you one of those people that need vibes? Or I feel like you might just want to be yourself. You know what you want to do,
Yeah,
in and out, and you're done.
yeah. I don't need any vibes. Like there's been times where I'll just go to record and producer will be like, oh, you're not smoking or you're not drinking. And I'm like, nah, like just let me lace this thing and go home.
And go home. Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
But
Yeah.
random point, I want to mention TMXO. He's an amazing producer. He I mean, he has solid ears. So there was like 2 tracks I recorded, and he's like, these bars are like 100% dope, but these beats are not up to par with what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
So that was DHL Flow and David Beckham. And he's like, I have a guy, like he didn't have time to redo it for me, but he just linked me with someone, and I just got beats and re-recorded it real quick. So shout out to TMXO.
Nice.
Yeah.
But so how do you are those mostly? I don't know how this works. And it was, last episode was the first time I heard about like leasing or whatever they do with beats. How do you source your beats? Is it like typically people just like make for you, or you ask someone to make for you, or you something that's out there that you just get?
I mean, it depends. It's just different vibes. Like with this project, one person produced most of it.
Oh, okay.
So like, I mean, I paid him for beats basically.
Mm.
Mhm.
He had an arrangement which till today I don't know where that guy is. He's just missing. But apparently he just disappears and shows up after like 2 months or whatever.
Mm.
But he might not even know that I've dropped his projects right now. I paid for my beats, so like it is what it is. And then the other guy that did the DHL and David Beckham beat, like he just told me like what percentage he wants from streams. And like, all right, cool. So just like a split sheet
So that's the
where
kind of thing.
like
That's the kind of thing I don't know how it works because like so you're not necessarily full industry, but you have affiliations. But like when it comes to the money side of it, I mean you're on all DSPs essentially, right? So it just works like any other person that's an artist that has music out, you know.
yeah, it's very simple. So like let's say I make $10 from whatever track, let's say DHL Flow, I make $100 or whatever.
Mhm.
If the producer is taking 50% or if he's taking 40%, then he gets $4 for every $10 I make
Mhm.
from that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very simple.
But is it automatic? Like legally, how do you do it?
No, you like you could set it up like automatically, so you don't have to be like
Checking and doing.
yeah, like you could just set it up and then this goes to this account and this goes to this account.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
never knew how those backside things work, like backroom things work. I'm always curious about that.
There's guys that do, I mean, I don't do that myself. There's someone that does that for me. I basically kind of have management is
Mhm.
basically the guy that pushed me to do that first studio session we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Was my guy from school. So he handles that part and I just rap.
Nice.
Well,
Nice.
are you so? But you're fully independent,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay. Do you like it like that, or do you see yourself if you're doing this more getting into some type of label, or do you think it's always going to be the independent route?
I like it like this because like I just do whatever I want to do. Like there's no pressure to make any type of music that I'm not comfortable making. Everything is just real. Like I sound like myself. I talk about what I would talk about. You know, when you're under a label, if you're unlucky, you're under the wrong label, like they would force you to do stuff that you might not be comfortable doing.
Mm.
It's just a lot, which is one of the reasons why I decided to sort out my life before I focus on rapping. Because I mean, if you're good, like who's going to tell you shit? Like
Yeah,
what you get,
exactly.
yeah.
Makes sense. I mean, when it comes to that, like, how do you? I guess it's up to you to decide how much you want to chase in terms of endorsements or actually be in the industry versus just put out your music, have it appreciated, but not like be out there like that. So I guess that's your call because being
Yeah.
independent, you can just do what you want to do.
Hmm.
Interesting.
And,
Interesting.
and how supportive would you say? I'm assuming very, but from your own words, how supportive would you say like your family are? Because you get the typical Nigerian situation of what's this now, man?
Yeah.
What's
So right now, my dad is texting me like he just watched that video. So it's like he wishes I was more serious with it, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Chimdi knows my dad.
I was about to say, if I know anything, yeah, his
So
dad is very
you know
supportive
my
like that.
dad's vibe.
So,
You know
yeah.
my dad's vibes. Like,
So
yeah.
that's where he gets the luxury behavior from, essentially. So definitely, I'm not surprised at all. So
So he would want you to be more aggressive in this game.
Yeah.
More, okay.
Yeah,
And what
definitely.
would that look like? Because you got your architecture stuff. Was he like, just forget this thing, just go for it, and like
Not necessarily forget it, but like just do more music when you can and put out more stuff.
yeah, try
Yeah, and
to
then
be more in there.
yeah, and I mean my girlfriend is also like that. And I mean that's one person I listen to, so I probably wouldn't have dropped this project like now if not for her. It might have just been my laptop.
Nah, you need to. I think that was what I was trying to get at earlier. Is like, so do you decide to actually do it a little bit more intense now? To what level? You know, do you go all the way like you actually booking shows, or getting into, how do you even pursue those? I'm sure there's ways to get those or get links like that, or is through people
Mhm.
liking what you're doing that's you get calls to do those things. But I
Yeah,
didn't
so
know.
now I'm just open to whatever because I just feel like this year is I've never been a New Year resolution kind of guy. Like I just live my life.
Mm,
But I just feel like everything about my life right now, like it's just like a new start. And especially after this thing that happened to me
yeah.
last week, I'm like, you know what? Just live and do everything you can do, basically. So I have like a renewed mindset to everything I do.
Hmm.
And yeah, I'm open to ideas. I'm open to working with people to push whatever I'm doing. Like, so definitely there's going to be more content this year. Like,
This was always coming out when it came out, right? Even despite what happened, right? It was always coming out.
no, no, that kind of made it come out faster actually. Like I
Oh,
was
word.
like,
Okay.
let's just put this thing out now. Like also a
Okay.
distraction for me. I just needed something to just make me feel good.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Do you read reviews of your stuff? Because firstly, like I'm now, like your stuff comes out and I like it, but now I'm realizing that this guy's bigger than I thought because Pulse reviewed your last project, I think was the last project, which was Upper Echelon Rap.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah.
and I'm reading the review now, and like I just want to like read to you guys a little part of it, where the guy says, "At times there's just too much going on, and much of it seems like the rap equivalent of masturbation." Like,
What?
firstly, I'm like, it's like this guy is daft. Like,
Wait,
what
is there a review of this album or the last one?
the previous
Uh,
one? I'm like that doesn't even make any sense at all.
so basically, I don't pay attention to those. I pay attention to. I mean, like I get lots of comments from people I don't know from anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So like, it's different when it's your guy, and there's a possibility that he's just telling you this because it's your guy.
Mm-hmm.
I pay
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
attention to guys, no doubt. But like when random people from nowhere like say stuff and they can actually see where I was coming from, I just know I've done something right. So whatever anybody else is trying to say, like I'm just like it's not for you. Then you don't get it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's that. Not everybody's going to like your stuff. Like it's not. You can be 100% dope, and some people can't relate, and that's fine.
I think that makes sense because sometimes, like you listen to people go, you know what? I don't listen to anyone else. I don't listen to reviews. I'm like, are you sure? But
Trust
I,
me,
I
I
I
don't.
I
I
feel
don't.
you. I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah,
Cool.
good.
Well,
I
honestly,
don't
bro,
dwell on that.
congrats on Soft Boy. As Chindia said, it's a solid
Thank you,
project.
man. Thank you.
Uh,
Everybody, it's on all DSPs, so you can listen to it, and we'll post the link for at least Apple or Spotify on the description of the YouTube and on our page, so you guys should check it out.
yep.
No, no.
Um, Well, let's get into a little bit of what's going on
in the world.
Twitter and the world, and some things are just madness.
Fam.
Dangote is running wild, eh?
I mean, I feel like the guy is just living his life.
Exactly. Wait,
Like,
is he really, has he always been single, or he's never been married, or he's just like single now, he divorced his last wife or whatever?
yeah, I don't know if he's ever been married. Probably he has, but like I know like recent past few years, yeah, he's always been single. So
Yeah, I was surprised to hear that, but then again, kind of made sense. Does he have any kids though?
He's got 4.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's why I was confused, I guess, because I figured if he had kids, he was married. But then again, that doesn't mean you have to be married. But that year was wild, man. Wild, wild, wild.
So it's 3
Yeah, but
girls?
I mean, it's like, first of all, none of that shit happened this year or last year. Like all the pictures or whatever.
Oh
I mean,
no, but there was the one that was posting that everybody thought he was his ass or whatever. That one was apparently that day, like she's with him now.
that's what she said.
Oh, I see. So you're saying that it's probably an old picture.
I mean, like anybody that's putting out stuff for clout will say anything now.
That's
Like
fair.
everybody, like, come
That's
on.
fair.
But even that first woman,
You're violating the guy. Like, I mean,
Yeah, that's a violation. If
Yeah.
if two celebrity guys are doing this to somebody or whatever, it would be seen as harassment essentially.
it is harassment. Like,
Yes. Yeah.
because even the first woman, what she said was just so funny. Because she's like, I dated the richest black man in the world. He broke my heart into pieces. But then she listed a bunch of good things that he taught her, and I'm like, so
what are you trying to say here? Why are you doing this?
Exactly. I didn't get it. Like, are you mad? Are you not? Like, or are you just trying
and
to?
she went on Clubhouse talking about how she's not doing this for attention and she wasn't expecting people to pick up on it.
Yeah,
but why are you on Clubhouse talking in the first place?
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly. Exactly.
So,
like, why would you be on Clubhouse one? Why did you put it up that way? You know he's Nigerian. Anybody that has sense, somebody in Atlanta has probably experienced Nigerian Twitter, so they know what they're about to get into. So she was definitely doing it for some kind of clout. There's no way. There's no way.
Like, otherwise, it just doesn't. There's no point to it at all.
Yeah, like, but I mean, like, I really don't pay attention to that kind of stuff. Like, this is just, it's not.
He's in the streets as he should be. You know, let the man.
I don't even get who started the Clubhouse room. Like, for what purpose? Like, to do what? To bring her on to do what?
First of all, you're in a Clubhouse room where I think the topic of the Clubhouse room was like Dangote's side chick or something like that. So, like, I mean, if you fit yourself, first of all, like, come on, man.
Why are you there?
Yeah, and it was just,
no respect
weird.
for herself.
Yeah, and there's nothing she said that was like, I mean, there's everything she said, like, you can literally say about the guy. It's not like there's nothing that deep, like, oh.
Yeah. There's nothing bad. There's nothing like, oh, he did this to me, or like,
yeah,
anything like that. It was never anything like that. So, I mean, I guess that's good, but still, that's invasion of privacy. Why would you do that? Why the thing to me was, why are you posting his picture? Like, I mean, but then again, I'm like, why doesn't this guy have, some kind of way to silence this woman? I would think being that
place or something.
Yeah, I think if being that rich, you would figure out a way to make them not, speak, after you're separated for any reason.
Yeah.
Well, I guess end of the day, he's just in the streets. Like, that's all.
Everybody moves different, though. Like, you can't. Nobody can come and say shit about Micah, for example. Like, they call him a spirit. Like, nobody knows how he moves.
Yeah.
So coming into Adenuga's house, like, you're probably leaving your phone at the gate or something. Like, you can't just come and do anyhow, taking selfies. But like, everybody moves different, so it is what it is.
Yeah, that it confused me a little bit. Like, but then again, but that's what I'm saying. until now, wouldn't you have said Dangote was kind of the same, elusive? You don't know anything about him like that, unless I mean you might, but like I personally
Yeah,
would
but that's like, I mean, I've met him
business
through like
related.
a couple
Yeah,
of my mentors and stuff, but like that's business now.
exactly. So like I would have thought, that he was similar in terms of privacy and nothing, because it's not like he's out there like people could say Otedela is out there on social media, stuff like that. People like that are different. But him, I always thought
The last time some babes tried to mess him up, he locked them up now. I mean,
Otedela, right? Yeah,
yeah,
that was funny, very very funny. And those girls, they're still in jail, right? I think, or they're
I
nobody
don't know.
nobody has heard from them in a long time.
Followed
I
up.
think they're out, but they're very quiet now.
So they better be. Fuck with the wrong ones. But that was crazy, man. I didn't expect that. That was a random thing that just came up. I don't even mess with Clubhouse like that. Does anybody? Are you any of you in any of these rooms?
Yeah. So I mean, I peep in and out. It was yeah. I'm on Clubhouse, but like I don't really, I don't even know fully how it works. But I just know like I open the app and scroll down and see a couple of rooms, and I just click and I'm in there.
And just there, and just listening to people talking.
Yeah.
Wow.
My Amara, my wife, she's on Clubhouse,
Mhm.
and she loves it. It's like audio Twitter, essentially, is how
Yeah.
which actually scares me. Like if I actually have to listen to people talk a bunch of shit as they do on Twitter, it'll be a problem. But she was in this room it was something to do with like strippers, but it was hosted by The Game and Meek Mill. I think the room was like they were the main people in the room, just talking to strippers who were talking about like their lives and like respect for them. And I'm listening, I'm like, yo, this actually really is. If you get a bunch of people to just talk shit on Twitter, is all it is. It can be entertaining, but man, I think it will give me a headache.
Yeah, definitely. But for me, is the logistically, I'm not about to hold my phone. I mean, I guess it's like listening to radio or to something like that. So I guess to be you just put it on and you put your headphones on and listen to the conversation going on.
Yeah.
I necessarily wouldn't like that. At least I don't think so. So I haven't even bothered to try to get into any of the rooms to see what it's like. I mean, I have the app, but initially when I said I was going to try and get on, but I guess you still need a invitation, right, or something, or can you
Yeah,
just see it?
you still gotta be invited by someone who's in or something like that.
Yeah. So I'm not even about to start asking somebody to invite me, as in, if I do just to see what it's like. So, but I find it interesting all the different topics people keep coming onto Twitter because the thing is they'll still come to Twitter and talk about what's was being talked about.
Yeah.
So I just find that hilarious.
Yeah, it's a good business idea. It's a good business idea, I think.
Mm-hmm.
People were up in arms when it was just a white woman's face as the icon on the thing, and then they changed it
It's
to
still that.
no, it's a black guy now. Some guy with an
Well, let
afro.
me. Maybe I just haven't updated my app then, because I
Yeah,
still see a bit.
yeah. So it's an interesting concept, yeah.
Chimdi, what's this meme? The come over if you
You've
want.
not seen those things? Like if you go to this all over the place.
Is it the cartoon ones where it's
The
like
cartoon ones where it's like a guy talking to a girl and then they end up
Yeah.
living together.
I don't understand what I'm looking at. I've seen it all over. I
think it's very silly. But like this particular one is like there was a video years ago or a few years ago where it was an animated video. A girl calls the guy and says, I'm in your
I
neighborhood. I
remember
want
that.
to come over. And he's like, okay, I ain't tripping.
Oh, I know that. I know that one.
Yeah.
So it's essentially the same thing.
He's
And
like, do you want me to come? He's like, I'm good if you do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
And
if you don't, it's cool.
exactly. It's just sparking the debate again. And it's like, I mean, this just is one fundamental place that men and women differ in that the guys understand what the guy is trying to say, but the women will never understand it. They want to be wanted. And, that's where men and women differ is like, nigga, I ain't trying to tell you I want you to come because I right now I'm watching something. I don't care
Yeah,
if you
like
come or not.
I'm good if you don't come.
I'm cool.
You get, I'm cool if you don't come, but like if you're coming through, like that's nice too.
Exactly. So I just thought it was hilarious that it came up again, and they're having the same. Literally, it's been days now. They're still having the same debate about it. So
Now you got to be careful because like they're like it's like sometimes girls want you to be very direct, but then if you ask them the same question, you're not gonna get a direct answer.
Yep.
You know, but it's more it's less about like do you want to come over? It's like, oh, what do you want to do? And it's like, whatever you want to do. Okay, I want to do this. No, I don't feel like doing that. What? Like, how do we get into this situation?
Or the common food thing. You know,
Man.
I'm trying to buy something to eat. Do you want anything? No.
Yeah, nah.
And then if my child comes and you're dipping hand inside, I'm like, are you kidding me? The most annoying thing. But
I don't even like sharing food personally. Like if I go to a restaurant, I order my meal, you order your meal, you eat yours, I eat mine, we go home. Cool.
I mean, there's a few forkfuls here, and you share some.
I'm good with sharing, but like I don't like both of us ordering. Like I order something and then you order something. Like
yeah. What's the point?
Your fork is gonna be so like, we might as well have something different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But all these arguments just keep reiterating the fact to me, and that's men and women are just too different. They will never understand everything, how we feel about stuff, and we will never understand how they feel about stuff. And it just is what it is. You have to decide. Okay, I'm ready to allow this person to be mad on their own when they need to be, and they are willing to allow you to have your quirkiness, and that's it. That's the only way it can work.
It doesn't change when you get married either. Let me tell you now, in case anyone is wondering, that should not change, bro.
Exactly. Exactly.
Nope.
So, but I thought that was funny, anyways. So, just wanted to bring that up.
I wanted to just say while we got Vino here is that we were all in the same dorm.
Were we at what point?
Vino was in our room now with Noso, Moloku, and
oh yeah.
Who was the other guy in your set, Naven? That was Emeka, Bugsy, yes. Yeah. And Waji with us, right? Like
Bugsy's in Canada now too. Actually.
Yeah, he is. He's in
Winnipeg, isn't he?
Yeah. He's on the East Coast.
That's the coldest place on earth, let me tell you. I don't know how that guy survived.
It's not colder than Saskatoon and them places.
Fam, all join. Winnipeg is mad. Like I'm talking about minus 60 degrees can get to there. Like
wow.
I don't know what he's doing. And there are lots of Nigerians there. Lots.
Yep. Isn't this oil there?
Nigerians are everywhere, man. Like,
exactly.
Yeah. It's because like when you can get your permanent residency faster.
In those places.
Yeah, you can be there and stay there for 6 months and they'll give you permanent residency. But like their permanent residency is locked within that province. So you have to stay there for like a couple of years. But they're like, fuck that. I'll take pictures of snow and send it to you guys. I'm good.
Wow. I didn't even realize that.
No, but Navin was a real one. I remember Navin was a real one back then.
Shout out to you.
Definitely was a real one. There are guys who try and bully, but Navin was just he's always just living his life doing his thing.
Chill.
I wish someone was here to hear what you just said. I was never a bully. So I went to Kachi's wedding a couple of weeks ago. And then I was with Gozi Eke. I don't know if you can remember her.
Yeah.
She left me at some point. But yeah, so like I used to bully my brother, blah blah blah. Now he was a dead guy that year now. But I mean I never bullied him, I just used to check him. Yeah. And then like he showed up, like he was at the wedding too. I'm like, dude, did I bully you? And then he starts laughing and hugging me and shit. I'm like, see, I'm everybody's guy. Like,
exactly. No, me, I can't even say that. Honestly, I know that there were times, I've said it before, there were some people that I did some things to. I'm like, why did I do that? I didn't have to do that. I was generally nicer, but there's a few guys that I did things to that were like, there's no need to do that.
Like, no, but there are levels to this game, right? Like,
there's levels. I never did anything extreme.
It's like whatever, like there's some, like Naman said, you check people, kneel down, do this, whatever. Like, cool. But there are people who literally would like you come into their room like from a different house and they're like, come and pick
Guys
me.
used
And
to
you're
lock guys in
all day.
lockers.
Like, why? Yeah, like it made no sense. It made no
Secondary
sense.
school. This is what it is, man. Finding yourself now. Maybe reach for streets. Let's see out there. If you want to try rubbish, see the same mouth is still there.
Nah, Navi was a cool guy, man. I used to like just hanging out with this guy. You're just chilling, like just chilling. And I knew he was into rap and could possibly rap even back then because this guy was listening to Jay on the like. You know what I mean? Like when we were like making those tapes, like those mixtapes that we used to make back then, and you being freaking ironing your shirt downstairs, someone will pop the tape open and listen to Jay. I'm like, I hear this guy. This guy is like studying it. Like it was cool vibes, man. Cool vibes. I'm happy to see you.
Yeah,
Where
I
you
mean,
are.
I had that because like I had elder brothers
Mm-hmm.
and like cousins. So like, I mean, I had people like 5, 10 years older than me that were putting me on games. I was really just playing their tapes at the time. But yeah,
I think for me that was the first when I started listening to music to that level. I remember the first time I heard Big Pimpin' was because of my older cousins, and I saw the video too, which was I shouldn't have seen at that age, but like that my introduction to music was that way. I mean, I never got to the extent you guys have always been students of it. You and Bernie, listen to albums over and over. But back then, anything things should just fly by initially. Until the first album I actually listened to and actually understood for some reason was that Eminem's album. The which one was it now?
Eminem Show.
Yes.
That was the one where, like, in dining hall and chapel, people will be like, they smuggled it in from somewhere, and they'll go to chapel to go and listen to it. That was one. I remember that what you're talking about, Chimdi. I remember.
Yep, all the albums in that year, particularly. I don't remember all the other ones, but there were a lot of them that were just brilliant, and everyone loved them.
I think Ludacris was popping that year too.
Luda was popping.
Was Nelly out then too, or was Nelly a little bit after?
Yeah, Nelly.
It was around the same time, now 2003.
Nelly loved that shit. I'll never forget.
Do you know who was also very, very big too, and people loved playing his song Danny Hall, Dragon and Twister.
Oh yeah.
Rinsed. And I remember everybody just trying to keep up with Twister and Dragon.
Rapping rubbish.
Exactly. But those songs were really good. I mean,
I've never seen our school as wild as when. I mean, I left in SS1 anyway, so whatever. But when Garrett or That Trying came out, man, I've never seen anything like that anywhere. Like that was all everyone listened to for months.
Yeah, but like 50 did that everywhere in the world.
And everybody loves the album. Everybody loved the album.
I don't believe there's a run in hip hop that has ever been like 50's run. I don't think there's anything.
I agree.
Nothing?
I agree. Like
nothing.
What 50 did, and then like all his guys went platinum.
Every single one of them.
Nobody's done that. Nobody's
like
done
people
that.
talk about Drake's run, Drake's run is cool. But
Drake's run is a very solid solo long-term run. But like in that short period, what 50 did, like nobody has done that.
And that's why he fizzled early, because like there was no way. Like Get Rich, was it 20 million records? Then the next one, the same. Then all his guys Beg for Mercy. Then he did a movie. Like, fam, it's enough. it was okay. It's okay.
But he's smart though. Like he went into other stuff, and he's still good.
Still very relevant, exactly. So,
are you guys watching Power Book 2?
I am. Man.
I haven't started it.
I am. Are you up to date, Bernie?
I watched 2 episodes. I can't look at Tariq's face anymore, man. Like I can't.
I'm not gonna front. I don't like his character, but in this show, he's carrying it the same way. What's his name? Omar Hardwick was carrying Ghost. He's really doing his thing. So if you get a chance, watch it. I have no issue at all with it at all. I thought I would hate it too, but
because he's a bad actor, and it's hard for me to get past it. Like,
yeah, but his story, I don't know, for some reason he conveys Tariq well, even if he's bad. Like the facial expressions, you can tell this person's annoying and you want to beat the brakes off him, but you also feel whatever he's going through. So I like it, but
All right,
I
that's
can watch bad shit too. Because
So I'll give.
I warned you, don't watch that Wonder Woman 84 movies. Crap.
I already watched it before you guys say anything.
Oh yeah, no, it's crap.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. It was just all right or whatever. I won't watch it again. It's fine. But on that note, I think we're right out of time. Vino, thank you again for joining us, man. Like really,
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. We
And
appreciate
good to hear from you guys, man. We haven't talked in a while. So
Yeah, man.
Seriously. COVID aside, once COVID is gone, I have a plan to be in the area this 2021, fingers crossed. So I'm trying to do a go around and have suya and wine, that's my thing.
Let me know, like whenever, if you ever fall into Abuja, like just hide your wallet. I got you.
I like to hear.
Nice. Yeah, man. But thank you for real. Like we definitely knew we had to talk about this album and just catch up, and see. It's just learn your story. Have everyone hear your story also. So we're glad we could do it. And yeah, like Bernie said, we are trying to think about doing extra other small shows like reviews and stuff like that. So we might try to do a album review at some point. So we'll hit you up if you're down for that.
Voila.
Yeah. So, but thank you, man. We appreciate it.
All right. Safe, man. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Take care, bro.
All right. Safe.
So yeah,
that was Lord Vino.
It was good. I'm glad he came on. Very good conversation.
Exactly.
But yeah, we hope you guys are enjoying this YouTube format. We're still working out kinks, but hopefully, it gets better and better. But yeah, Bernie.
Yes, sir.
You enjoy that?
That was good. Always good. It feels like, I saw him at your wedding, but like it feels like back in the day, like just the same stuff. So I like that in people.
Yep. No change. Same person, just older and making their own money. So it's good. It's good. So yeah, everyone, hope you enjoy this episode. Look out for us on YouTube as usual. This is where it's gonna go, and the usual DSPs, Spotify, Apple iTunes, all that. So enjoy.
All right.
Welcome to the Talk Shop.